LEICA DG VARIO-ELMAR 100-400mm F4.0-6.3 II ASPH review. Handheld 800mm Freedom. Ever missed the shot because your lens just couldn't reach? I once watched a bird take off while I was still cropping in camera, hoping 300mm would be enough. It wasn't. That tiny subject floating far away can feel impossible to capture. If you shoot wildlife or sports, you know that frustration, don't you? So you try cropping harder. You lean forward. You even consider carrying a giant full-frame super telephoto that weighs like a gym session. The pressure builds, especially when the light fades and your hands start to shake at long focal lengths. It's exhausting. There has to be a smarter, lighter way to get real reach. Then everything changed when I found the LEICA DG VARIO-ELMAR 100-400mm F4.0-6.3 ASPH. Don't just pick any telephoto zoom lens. Make sure it has 200 to 800mm equivalent reach with power OIS stabilization, so you never waste time on heavy tripods and missed distant shots again. The first time I mounted it on a Micro Four Thirds body, the balance surprised me. At 985 grams, it felt serious, but not punishing. Here is what surprised me. At 400 millimeters, equivalent to 800 millimeters full frame, the lens delivered sharp results, even wide open, with stabilization that made handheld shooting realistic. The 240 frames per second autofocus locked onto moving subjects quietly and confidently. A focus limiter switch helped speed things up in busy wildlife scenes. Close focusing down to 1.3 meters added unexpected versatility for detail shots. On a recent field outing, I captured a distant heron lifting off, handheld, with clarity that would normally demand a monopod. Relief, control, reach, and yes, teleconverter compatibility quietly extends its usefulness even further. Over weeks of real-world use, the benefits stack up. The LEICA DG VARIO-ELMAR 100-400mm F4.0-6.3 II ASPH becomes less about specs and more about confidence. You walk into a wildlife reserve knowing you effectively have 800 millimeters in a compact mirrorless setup. That changes how you approach distance and composition. Digital Camera World praised its monster 200 to 800 millimeter equivalent range and compact handling on mirrorless bodies. Photography Blog highlighted the near-silent 240 frames per second autofocus and strong optical construction with specialized elements for color accuracy. On forums, experienced shooters consistently mention how sharp it remains at 400 millimeters wide open, which is where many zooms struggle. One safari traveler shared that it replaced heavier full-frame telephotos for an entire trip. Of course, some users mention the zoom ring can feel firm, and the variable f4.0 to 6.3 aperture isn't ideal for low light. Fair points. In practice, the stabilization and modern high ISO bodies balance those trade-offs well. Ask yourself this: would you rather carry weight or carry reach? With weather sealing and teleconverter support, it quietly grows with your ambitions, instead of limiting them. The LEICA DG VARIO-ELMAR 100-400mm f4.0-6.3 ASPH offers something rare, true super telephoto reach in a package you can realistically carry all day. Thousands of Micro Four Thirds photographers rely on lenses like this for wildlife, birds, travel, and sports. Results may vary with technique and conditions, but the combination of reach, stabilization, and Leica-level optics is consistently praised. If you want lighter gear without sacrificing distance, check the affiliate link below and explore what it can do for your photography today.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.